Ghazi Mullah was an Islamic scholar and ascetic, who was the first imam of the Caucasian Imamate. He was a staunch ally of Imam Shamil. He promoted Sharia, spiritual purification, and facilitated a jihad against the invading Russians. He was also one of the prime supporters of Muridism, a strict obedience to Koranic laws used by imams to increase religio-patriotic fervor in the Caucasus. Early life. He was a close friend of Imam Shamil during his childhood in Dagestan. They both studied the Quran and Sufism together at Yarahul, a Murid center, and both disliked the loose customs of the mountain people that contradicted the laws in Quran. His mentor was Mullah Muhammad Yaragi, a Naqshbandi Sufi scholar that brought the mullah into the ulama. He preached that jihad would not occur until the Caucasians followed Sharia completely rather than following a mixture of Islamic laws and adat. By 1828, Mullah began proselytizing and claiming that obeying Sharia, giving zakat, prayer, and hajj would not be accepted by Allah if the Russians were still present in the area. He even went on to claim that marriages would become void and children bastards if any Russians were still in the Caucasus. Qazi Mullah became one of the most prominent preachers of Islam in the Caucasus. His memorization of over 400 ahadith allowed him to win many debates against rival preachers in the area. As his reputation grew, he was invited by many khanates and kingdoms loyal, indifferent, and hostile to the Tsar. As a sign of humility and austerity, he refused to ride, but would walk. Holy War. Later that year he was proclaimed imam in Gyumri, where he formally made the call for a holy war. He also decreed that all wine should be destroyed publicly. In 1830, Qazi Mullah and Shamil unsuccessfully tried to capture the Ava capital of Kunzik from the Khan Mpaka Ubeka. Following the setback, Shamil prevailed upon him to bide his time for a while, until all the tribes became united in following Sharia law. In 1831, after a few months of quiet, he attacked northern Dagestan, and met with success there. His guerrilla tactics caught the Russians unprepared. By 1832, he was able to menace Vladikavkaz. However, the Russians repulsed the mullah's assault, and when they took Gyumri, according to legend, they found the Russians took his body to Taku and gave it to the Khan, who had been loyal to them. The body was displayed in the marketplace for a few days before being buried in the hills. Song. A posthumous song was composed for him. 1. Song for Ghazi Muhammad.